"We will fight till the last drop of our blood," Ukraine fighters said. Steelworks is under siege through Russian forces, who are set on obliterating the final bastion of Ukrainian resistance in Mariupol. A Ukrainian soldier holed up with inside the Azovstal steel plant has informed the Telegraph that it is better we die with guns in our hands than give up to Russian forces. Vladislav, 22, stated his Azov regiment had just weeks maximum left earlier than they could run out of guns and resources. Civilians trapped within inside the plant's warren of tunnels are probable to die except an evacuation hall, as supplied earlier than meals runs out, he added. The Azovstal steel plant is under siege through Russian forces, who are pushing to obliterate the final bastion of Ukrainian resistance in Mariupol. Vladimir Putin insisted that Mariupol had fallen to Russian forces on Thursday, ordering his troops to blockade however no longer attack the steel plant. The Russian president stated he believed the proposed attack on the commercial sector to be inappropriate. "I order you to cancel it," he stated. This is the case. Well, we should think, that is, we should constantly think, however even greater so on this case, approximately keeping the existence and fitness of our squaddies and officers. Hundreds of civilians are stated to be trapped along greater than 1,000 squaddies, a lot of whom are injured. There are separate bunkers for civilians, they were there on account at the start of the war, stated Vladislav. Many of them are small kids who want an inexperienced haul that Russia does now no longer provide. Food components are dwindling along firepower, and kids are tormented by fitness headaches, referring to their lengthy stint sheltering from Russian bombardment. Vladislav informed the Telegraph that there have been hopes they can be evacuated, probably along the squaddies and their wounded comrades, through a Turkish deliver from the port city. Turkey formerly proposed a plan to assist the wounded and put off useless our bodies from Mariupol in advance this month, in keeping with Volodymyr Zelensky, the Ukrainian president. Whether it's far feasible to store the ones trapped within inside the electricity plant stays unclear. Before the war, Vladislav changed into a kickboxer from the Zaporizhzhia location and joined the Navy elderly 19. Now his own circle of relatives worry for his existence. But who will protect Ukraine if now no longer us? You constantly want to sacrifice something for the coolest destiny of your country, he responded. The closing time he spoke to his own circle of relatives, he informed them that the entirety could be okay and he could go back to them safely. "I even have misplaced friends, comrades with inside the Navy," Vladislav stated. The Azov regiment in Mariupol is closely outnumbered through Russian forces, whom he says are using tanks, infantry combating vehicles, aviation, artillery, mortars, self-propelled howitzers in opposition to the plant. "They threw all their forces at Mariupol in opposition to us, who have no gadget left, and we're combating with RPGs in opposition to tanks," Vladislav stated, describing heavy bombardment. But in spite of the overpowering Russian forces, Vladislav stated the Azov regiment does now no longer supply up. "We will constantly combat to the closing bullet. I agree with we can be capable of win this war for the sake of our kids and relatives, in order that Ukraine will in the end prosper." Vladislav believes that it's far near not possible that the Russians will permit his regiment to give up in change for his or her lives. "You can't give up, simplest loss of life awaits us there," he stated. They don't just like the Azov regiment and take into account them Nazi fascists. The Azov regiment changed into shape in 2014 to thrust back in opposition to pro-Russian separatists with inside the Donbas location, and first of all attracted hard right backers with staunchly anti-Muslim and anti-Jewish sentiments. The Kremlin has used this to justify its combat to denazify Ukraine. Vladislav stated the regiment changed into now no longer fascist as Putin claims, however patriots of our country. The unit changed into officially included into the countrywide guard and now has a greater various force, which has performed a tremendous component with inside the country's resistance in Kyiv, Kharkiv and Mariupol. Azov's records is rooted in a volunteer battalion shaped through the management of a neo-Nazi group. But it's far sure that Azov has depoliticized itself, Anton Chekhovsov, a Ukrainian far-right expert, informed the Financial Times. Its records connected to the far-right motion is quite inappropriate. So guys, we have come to an end of this news session. Thanks for watching and please do well to like and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, goodbye for now.